Oracle says that Larry Ellison is stepping down as the CEO of the company. He's being named the chairman and the CTO, Chief Technology Officer, but that Mark Hurd and Safra Catz are going to be co-chief executive officers at Oracle. So big news, big changes here at Oracle, the company that Larry Ellison has built essentially through a series of acquisitions and making the company what it is today. So again here, Larry Ellison stepping down as the chief executive officer of the company. Safra Catz and Mark Hurd going to be taking over as chief executive officers. And
I got to bring Cory Johnson back in here, Julie, to digest this headline. Cory, big shocker?
You know, I don't know. Larry's 70, but yeah, it's a huge shocker.
Hold on. Larry's 70. Warren Buffett's 82. 84. Yeah, 84.
And in some ways, Larry is ageless. I mean, this is a guy with as much drive as anyone's ever seen in Silicon Valley. He's one of the guys that built this place and has really shown an ability to turn the company on a dime. I mean, he built this database company from nothing. Their very first contract was with the CIA trying to arrange their incredible piles of information, but went on to become really one of the dominant companies in business in the world, organizing the world's information. Long before anyone ever imagined a Google, there was Oracle. But when the company's growth started to slow and they could sort of see the limits to that maybe 10 years ago, he started to make some really substantial changes in the way he ran that business and acquired a lot of companies to make that grow, whether it was Siebel Software or a huge, long-fought battle to gain control of PeopleSoft, a very different kind of software company, human resources management company, but a company with a very different sort of personality about it. You know, one of the things about Oracle is filled with people like Larry Ellison. It's filled with hard-driving people. It's filled with people who don't take no for an answer. One of the old jokes in Silicon Valley is, you know, how do you find your way to the marina, the fancy district where all the single people live in San Francisco? The answer was follow the BMWs out of the Oracle parking lot. That was the style by which Larry Ellison led that company, and it fills the halls of Oracle today. And Mark Hurd and Safra Catz are people very much cut from the same cloth.
Cory, I want you to stay with us. I want to bring in Ashlee Vance over the phone from Bloomberg Business Week. Ashlee broke this story. Give us the details.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like Cory said. I mean, it's really, you know, it's an end of an era. I mean, this guy is such a legend in Silicon Valley, and he's just one of those larger-than-life business personalities. And, you know, it seemed like he would hang on kind of forever until he couldn't. And he's obviously got a lot of interest outside of technology, but, you know, it's a surprise.
Then does it say something that he did step down, since his personality is he'd hang on until he couldn't? What is this telling us about Oracle or about Larry?
Yeah, I think some of his interests maybe have gotten even bigger outside of technology. I mean, we saw, you know, he bought a tennis tournament a few years ago and has turned that in Indian Wells into kind of the fifth Grand Slam. He's always got his yachting. His children are doing all these movies now. And so, you know, maybe he finally, that stuff became more interesting than technology. I know, you know, he is going to hang on and advise the company on technology issues, which I think has kind of always been where his passion was. And, you know, he's got two very capable people there to run the business.
All right, well, we've got another, well, congratulations on breaking this story. We've got another authority in the house. Lucky us today. Emily Chang is in the building because of Alibaba, but now she's here to break down Oracle. Are you too surprised?
You know, I'm not that surprised. If you'll remember the America's Cup last year, Oracle Open World was happening, the biggest conference of the year for them. Tens of thousands of people come from around the world to come to this conference. He didn't show up for his keynote. Instead, he went to the last race of the America's Cup. I mean, I kind of don't blame him. That was really important to him. But still, he was a no-show at his own conference. Yes, there haven't been many other signs of retirement. He's a very much larger-than-life figure. He still goes to weekly product meetings. But at the same time, you got to think he's doing a lot of these other things. He bought an island in Hawaii. He's got a lot of other things on his mind. My question is, and I wonder what Cory and Ashlee think of this, is how Safra and Mark Hurd are going to work together. Of course, Safra Catz has been there since 1999, a very long time. Mark Hurd has only been there for 4 years. They both have very strong opinions. So I wonder.